Hello everybody and welcome back to Kade Plays Kozy Games. We are back in the city of Los Cruz. We'll take a look at what civil developments we can get done today. This is a long form video intended for you to throw on in the background. Do not feel obligated to have your eyes on this video at all times. If you've got some work to do, go ahead, do some work. If you've got to study. If you've got homework, or if you just want to chill and relax, spend some time with me. Grab a drink, grab a snack. If you are over the age of majority in your geographical region, enjoy an adult beverage. I occasionally do. I will not today because it is fairly early in the afternoon. Which is not quite the vibe for me, so I'm going to be drinking this Sprite instead. So, let's get with it. Let's see what we need to address. So, any outstanding issues? There's a building on fire. AT Mobile. They sell large quadrupedal walkers and some smaller bipedal models. We've got a little bit of sickness, which it is what it is in a dense city. People get sick. Stacking up corpses. Not usually the goal of a game of this type. You know, sometimes it happens, and when it does, it just is what it is. Now, my little plan for today is I want to start developing over here. But I'm trying to think of, like, what is the identity going to be of this area, because we kind of have like residential, dense, like commercial area, university area, industrial area, like sort of medium tier. Like this all is like sort of light residential. This is like slightly nicer residential stuff. This is kind of like where all the attractions are. It's where we've got the Oriental Pearl Tower, you know, the Fountain of Life and Death, got our little Statue of Wealth, you know, all that kind of stuff sort of lives over there. So I could actually afford to bring this out maybe a little bit more, or populate this piece of coastline with something. And then of course there's the whole airport district there. I will eventually do something about this like ugly looking cliff. I'm just not going to do that right now, because this highway can then come out and come sort of all the way down here. I do have an idea that there's kind of like a boundary line kind of here, you know, and then like around here. And the up on the top here, I think I'm going to make this all into like just a nature reserve kind of area, camping, hiking, that kind of stuff, which I definitely dig that as an idea. I also want to look at raw resources. So we have a little bit of fertile land, there's a little bit of ore, there's a lot of oil here. I don't know if I want to go down the route of building like a refinery structure here, because the land really doesn't, you know, the topography doesn't want that, because it's this like deep slope. Wait. What are you complaining about? Oh, so yeah, so this cemetery I'm emptying, because our multiple crematoriums should now be able to just keep up with the death rate. So rather than filling up the cemeteries and then just having them full and then having to build a new one, we're just going to empty the ones we have and make sure that we're just burning them corpses as we go. But forestry we could do quite a significant amount of. There's a little bit of ore here and here, a little bit of ore over here, but really and truly we don't have a ton going on. as far as ore goes. A lot of that is more up in the mainland. There's a good chunk up there. Now we do have a rail link that we could hit here. We'd need to figure out how to get a rail bridge all the way over there. Like, we could just jump a rail bridge over here, I guess. Follow this bridge out. Which would make our industries more easily able to export. As far as our demands, it's mostly commercial and industrial. So I'm thinking I might build like a little sort of dedicated commercial zone down here because it's got good links to everything. And then I want to see if I could fit a cargo terminal. This airport area. What do we need to get cargo flights? Cargo train station. Cargo airport terminal. Which we just, like, there's really no way we don't have room for. Unless we were to put it, like, way out here. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And I don't know what the links are supposed to be for that. Ooh, an aviation museum. That has to go in the airport area as well. Like, we just need so much more space. Airline headquarters building. Yeah, so there's still like all sorts of additions we can make to that airport, but we just would need more room. And the more space I give it, the more I just ugly up this landscape, which I'm not a huge fan of. Anyway, let's let time run for a little bit. Let's see the planes all taking off. 50 out of 50 passengers. It's gonna taxi out. I just like seeing the things operating, you know? And then up he goes, barely clears the hangar at the end of the road right there. That exists in this little dip. Like, the geography here is very, very skew. Very askew. Nonetheless. Okay, so I am gonna make a road that's gonna go around the bay here. But I feel like the primary method is going to be people coming across the bridge, you know? That works just fine for me. Oh, also fisheries. Fisheries. Are you? Are you under industries? Yes, you are. Anchovy fishing harbor. Salmon fishing harbor. Shellfish fishing harbor. Fish market. See, I feel like we need more fishing harbors. We got salmon on the coast. We got salmon all up the river here. At some point, I may just completely relocate my fishing industry all to, like, over here and focus on salmon and tuna. Because I feel like salmon and tuna is, like, pretty killer. Or maybe I'll just leave this little shellfishing harbor here, but, like, build more out on this side to get all the salmons and the tunors. I think that'd be good. I think we have areas we can purchase, so I think I can actually buy this. Yep. Get that one and that one, just so I now have the whole island. If we could get this island, that'd be cool too. Yeah, we get one more tile, which I think we will use to purchase this island here. Oh, everybody very happy. Everybody's really pleased. I like that everybody's so happy all the time. Look at all these airplanes high up in the skies. They're traveling over us. We're a flyover island? Is that what we are to you people? Okay. Enough yapping. Let's designate some roads. So this one, we're going to need to put a curve in it. This way. It's so hard to see the topography properly when it's dark. Sort of come in like that. I know that's very squiffy, but I'm just sort of following the base of this mountain set. Because I could make a bolt straight road that goes across here, but that just, I don't know. It doesn't look aesthetically pleasing to me that way. And we could join a road on over here. Here. Space already occupied by what? Talking about the edge of the school laboratory? Laboratory? Labrador? Alright, that's a cute little sort of road layout for that area. Alright, let's bring a road straight off of here. We'll join that onto there. Bring that through there. Curve. Road around like this. See, as soon as it connects to that node, it wants to go straight. So what if we bring you out like here? Then you can be a straight road. As you feed into there. I feel like this says residential zone to me, you know? It's a little triangular situation here. I like a little triangular situation. I used to live in one, actually. One of the places I used to live long ago. there was this little, like, it was like a triangle of parks. Or like, well, it was like a triangular arrangement of roads that all sort of met. And then in the center of the triangle was like this little triangular park. It was really sweet. Just like in the middle of the city. I would go hang out there because I had to walk past it. It was like right pretty much on my front doorstep. So I would go and just sit there and chill. There was a KFC nearby that now I've made the observation that since living in America, I've discovered that American KFC and European KFC are two very different creatures. So in my defense for eating KFC all the time, this was in Europe where the KFC, I'm not going to say it's better, I will say it is more suited to my preferences. Alright, so we've got this little zone, which I think can just be in it sort of like an extension of the residential, and as we get over to here, like I feel like if we were to start forestry, does that meet industrial need? Pretty sure it does, right? I mean, it's under the industry tab, so reasonable to assume. So I'm thinking maybe we set a forestry industry up here because it's like it's industrial and it will do a lot. It's also renewable, so I don't have to, like, you know, keep going back and, you know, moving stuff, because one playthrough I did, I ran ore industry, but you literally run out of ore eventually, and then you have to close it down. And I did an oil refinery another time, and it was the same thing. Eventually, just the oil dries up, and then you're like, guess I'd have to get rid of this. So let's, since we've got all the space in the world, definitely want the thing going north-south. Alright, let's blitz a chunk of this. Sorry to all of these vehicles that are now driving through the woodland. You will be okay, I promise. I remember not to make the mistake I made last time and put it too close. If we drop this right here, and then we go and get some 3-lane highway, does join on there. Let's bring that back a little bit though. Curve that into there. I wish it would, like, figure out what direction the road was supposed to be, because I feel like it's fairly evident what direction that should be going, but it says no. Join these. So is it if I do it this way, it does it that way, and if I do it this way, it does it that way? Oh, it literally depends on the direction I drag it when I put the road in? That's asinine. But okay. Alright, and then off, because here I kept that dual highway structure all the way down. What if instead of that, see, I don't want to mess with it too much and break it though. because I would like to have it be more, you know, two-directional roads so that I can run like single roads. But I don't know how to exit into one of those. I feel like the best way to do it is just to come straight a couple of roadblocks and then drop a wee tiny roundabout like on the end. Put it down like that. Blow up all the edges. There. And I know I know it deforms my roundabout just slightly, but you know what? A perfect circle is a bend. Don't need to be for my roundabouts too. Good right there. So this is good. This is going to become the forestry industry zone. So let's first we have to create an industry area. So that's going to be literally this entire section. Oh yeah, all that time on paint.net. I know I colored outside the lines a little bit on that top section, but... Alright, but... It doesn't matter. That wasn't what we wanted to do at all. Alright, we'll use the big brush. Scrub it out. Scrub it out. Scrub it out. Scrub it out. Alright, industry area, which is this one right here. Alright, let's see if we can do a little bit better this time. Up here. Long. Down. Pretty solid. Shave a little bit off the sides, because for some reason I really like being very exact. You know, technically this whole intersection isn't part of the area, and that's just so if I like at some point implement any traffic policies or whatever, it's not gonna like affect the highway in a way that I don't intend for. Pretty solid, pretty solid. Okay. Oh yeah, and then there's the area specializations. Residential wall-to-wall buildings. Self-sufficient buildings, so you can designate like certain areas. You know what? Let's make these wall-to-wall buildings. I know that's gonna temporarily drastically reduce our population, but it's something I've not really messed with a lot. So now they're going to start building... Now they're going to start building different styles of houses. Yeah, see? So we'll come back in a little bit and see what that looks like after it gets built up some more. It's the school. So there's a lot more of these like apartment blocks and stuff, which I think the density of those buildings is a lot better. So I will come back in a little bit and we'll see how that shakes out. Right now, we are going to build up our forestry industry. We're going to start with a forestry main building. So now we have to worry about the production flow here. So you can go. All right, let's punt a side road off here. That's a highway. You just want to be a 2-lane road, my guy. Calm down. Okay. So we will put our forestry main admin office just right here off to the side. And then if I could... Okay, so we can make sawmills, tree plantations, and log yards. Oh wait, here we go. Alright, so... First we'll birdsong timber processing. I feel like that's a good start. That's right, I gotta get power and water over there. Let's do this. Let's just run the power line alongside the bridge. We'll jump over the interstate here. It's ugly, but it gets them in power for right now. Until the grid eventually, I think, will join up through here. But for now, that'll be acceptable. And we'll run underneath the bridge here. Just gonna run all the way down and along. Up the road here and here. Ooh, water availability. We need a new water pump, don't we? Let's add another pump into our pump matrix. Are you close enough that you'll power? Yes. Magnificent. I like how there's like some weird behavior with the water flow a little bit just right here. It's just like weirdly shallow right under this pump. Is there a way to see the availability of fish? Is there a way to see the water currents? Oh, that's wind. Leisure. What is that? Tourism. Park maintenance. Industry areas. Okay. So we need to get these guys set up. So firstly, they're gonna need more roads for a very start. And then we are gonna make both sides. They need water service, of course. They don't need power because, and I know this may come as some form of a shock, but trees do not require electricity to grow. I know what you're telling me. You're saying, Kade, you are not a science. You know nothing of what is required by the trees. And to that, I say, I read it in a book. Alright, so now we have our tree nurseries. It's being weird. We have our tree nurseries that are creating the trees. And then we have a log yard. Raw forest products can be sent here. How's Fullerton doing? It's coming up. It's coming up. That's good. I like the I like the little the difference in the building designs and how they're just like super, like they're super tight the way they're all kind of sitting in their spaces. See, that's 10 households, so that's like we'll be able to pack a lot more people into Fullerton. We can now also bulldoze the cemetery. No longer needed cemetery. Why is everybody so miserable about it? Oh yeah, I know I got too into the stock exchange last time. I just want to see... Okay, I've got no investments right now. I just want to make sure that there wasn't something that needed my attention. Right, birdsong timber processing needs my attention right now. Of course I can't come straight down like that because I will go directly through the power line. So let's extend this road out a little bit. And then, you know what, we'll make a big old square out of it. So it's going to be I think all of our trees and nurseries and stuff are going to be over here. All the admin and sewing and stuff will be over here. So let's give them access to a sawmill. Slap that right on the end there. So they need raw forest products, which these are currently creating. And eventually we'll be able to make a paper plant. So they're storing 32 tons of raw forest products. They are storing 14 tons and will start outputting planed timber. I feel like what we need more than anything is more raw forest products. I want to make sure I get the spacing right. I think they'll fit well in here like this. And then this can be for larger nurseries, as we will unlock later. Alright, that's a lot of trees. I'm fully aware you constantly need water all the time everywhere. Thank you. Just so I can't forget later. It's future-proofing against my own stupidity. Alright, birdsong timber processing. I felt something knock the edge of my desk. One of my cats, the younger one, is sat on top of my computer, which is next to my desk, and she just kind of like, she was laying down because my computer's warm and it vents upwards. So she'll just sit there and like warm herself, and you know, and I've checked the temperature in my computer. I've got hardware monitors and stuff, so she's not blocking the airflow, so I don't mind at all. She wants to sit there and be comfy and happy. That's good. Well, she just decided that either she heard something or she like had an itch or wanted to, so she jumped up real quick, but she came up and backwards a little bit too fast and just like clipped the back of her head on the underside of my desk edge. So I was like, I'm sure I felt a bonk just now. What was that? And then I look over, I'm like, oh, 'twas you. Was you, my little princess. Smacking her head on stuff. You know, we could get that to come over in a bridge. That would be ideal, wouldn't it? See if I can knock just the end of this part off. You don't need to necessarily be there. And then if we do an up and over. But I'm afraid this will have to curve, otherwise it's going to look ugly as hell. It's only going to curve a little bit. Not that that necessarily looks like a ton better, but it's a little better to my eye. And you know what? Let's just get that raw product flowing. So now that when there are more sawmills and stuff over here, they'll be able to get here more easily. Alright, we may need another sawmill or two. We'll do another one for right now. Oh, don't worry, there's plenty of logs in the log yard for you, buddy. Boom. Logs. The lights are on. They are creating planed timber. So now we have 5 tons of planed timber. And then they have direct access here to the interstate, which means they can get out here for external trade routes. And they're not currently going to be competing with anything else for the traffic, right? So there are dead people. Why are there so many dead people? Why are they not getting picked up? There's one crematorium over here. All right. Well, you know what? We're going to build another crematorium. They're not expensive or big. They're easy to fit in little places. You know, so I feel like, you know, there. That'll do nicely. All the hearses, I hope, immediately go in use. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, alright. All the hearses are now out. Picking up them corpses. Good lord. Didn't realize this was such a problem. Another one right there. That'll do. Alright. Good stuff. We've solved the corpse pileup. Just a mild issue, wherein we ended up with considerably more bodies than apparently we had the capacity to deal with. Look at Fullerton. Look at the little apartment buildings. These are adorable. Are these not cute as hell? Tell me that's not cute as hell. I love little apartment buildings like this. Now, fire services. You have your own fire station right there, so that's good. I feel like there should be a fire safety, a firehouse probably, just right in there, just in case of forest fires. Since apparently that was all direly in danger of catching fire. It's unsurprising. You know what? I feel like the campus should have a fire service too. And probably a campus police service. Well, I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know if there's... But if this is going to be residential, it'll help to have one right there as well. No police up here because, frankly, if someone's going to commit tree theft, then they're probably just more dedicated to the art of theft than I gave them credit for. Okay, we are about to hit the next level. Birdsong Timber Processing, you are a level 2 business. Right, so let's see what new buildings we have available. So we can make a sapling field. Maybe saplings can be their own area. Now, in addition to a sawmill, we can make biomass pellets. And we can store sawdust. And we can make a forestry fence. Look at that. Log yards and wood chips and pulp mill to make paper and engineered wood plant. Which I think makes more planed timber than a sawmill. Alright, so we are now profitable. That is a very good start. We are building up more planed timber. The log yard is completely full, which is why they've started exporting logs. So that tells me that we could have at least another sawmill. And we could start making paper. It's a little bit pollutant, but it'll be a good use, I think, for our raw goods. Alright, let's very quickly address the power line situation. Let's join it here instead. Cool. That's actually gridded in, even though I don't believe it needs to be. Who's complaining about a lack of parking? So many public transport vehicles everywhere. Look, you are mad. Just the bus service is the bus service, okay? Still una parada? Alright, everybody get on the bus. Good lord, y'all will wait on a bus. Y'all will wait on a bus. Okay, something's going on here. Because my buses are getting jammed up on this road. I knew one day this road would become a problem. So Dean Street, let's observe. Miss one? Oh, it's a priority road. They should be able to come straight through. Oh, these traffic situations are nightmarish. Well, that's big city traffic for you. Is it this one? Yeah, I mean, downtown is downtown. What do you want? It be what it do. There's also got to be a better exit solution here. But as of right now, that's not a huge problem. It kind of is up here, but like it's not backed all the way up to the next intersection, so it's like kind of okay, I guess. People just really want to get their buses. How many people are waiting for a bus? There's gonna be like 100 teen people there. 100 teen people. Behave yourselves. I will maybe increase the number of buses on that route, but I don't know if, given the traffic situation, that's actually going to address the problem. I might just need to figure out why this road is whack and you know, unwhack it. But I don't know if I have that power right now. It's currently at a level that, while it is not optimal, it does not concern me. This maybe does a little bit. Then do I like nuke a bunch of houses to make a new highway? Like, I don't know if that's the answer. I feel like it's not. I feel like I don't want to do that. And you know, there's always those certain parts in every town, right? You've got them in the town where you live, where it's just like, you know that you are just aware that this part of town is just a traffic nightmare, or there's like, you know, there's some intersection or, you know, road or whatever that you're just like, oh my god, this is always so jammed up. Alright, so the Nevek School of Vocational Technology created some kind of amazing school meals and also a smart suit. Get out of here, that's wild. And they won a basketball trophy. Go Lions. Let's see what's up with the Lions. They cancelled a game, and then they won 2 games. Wow, they played 2 games the entire academic year. Sorry, I just keep digging the tunes, man. But you know what? The NSVT Lions. That's a 100% record, baby. That is they've never lost a game. They just had to cancel one. We beat the San Cruz Alligators and the Las Vegas Buccaneers. I mean, down with the Gators, down with the Bucks. Like, we are here to do what the Lions do. Apex predators, baby. Oh, my roads always make these little, like, ugly parts. But I've decided that, like, smoothing landscape is going to be something, like, especially, like, with this and stuff, is going to be something I try and do, like, between episodes, because I don't want to sit there and make you watch me do that. There, okay, so this is what I wanted, right? So, now we see that, like, Fullerton kind of has its own identity now. It's the place that everybody lives and gets sick in. Go to the doctor, dummy. Go to the doctor. Yeah, Fullerton Station. Didn't I give them a station over here? Like just for the trade school? Or did I figure they would all use this station? Oh, I did. It's right there. Yeah, trade school metro station. 54 passengers serviced last week. That's nice. I just want to make sure that all of these are getting used. 66 passengers last week. Yeah, that's good. And then let's look at my bus routes. Yeah, so like 1,000 people are using the bus, 300 people are using the metro every week. This is 2 vehicles, 177 total passengers on the line. I never named this. That's the outer line, downtown line. This is the school line. Yeah, alright. So the metro's seeing a good amount of use. The bus routes are just getting shafted. So many buses. So many buses. I didn't name these routes either, but the Route 4. Just a bus route to bring people to school from like downtown or whatever. That goes around South Pines and Fullerton. And then comes back up to where they can go on the road. And then that's the line that goes down to JD Heights. Okay, good. Good. We will have to somehow cut in here. Now, the roadway will do us well to begin. But at some point we will have to cut more, Ooh, look, we selling that paper. Okay, look, they started to import stuff. So that tells me that we need... tells me that we need some more sapling farms of our own. Because if we've got this much forestry capability, we shouldn't need to be importing raw product.
and I would visualize things coming to me that I wanted or whatever. Drive home and think, well, I do have these things. They're out there. I just don't have a hold of them yet, but they're out there. I wrote myself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered, and I gave myself 5 years, or 3 years maybe, and I dated it Thanksgiving 1995.
There we go. There we go. More raw product to be generated. Okay, each building increases the work efficiency by 5% up to the maximum of 100% auxiliary buildings. Right, a forestry workers barracks. That sounds like something that can go right in the center here. Or the army of forestry workers that we will have. I might need another log yard. We'll put that right there. These guys are just cutting the wood. So how are we looking right now? And is our factory creating paper? Well, of course it is. We're outputting paper. We are selling a lot of paper. Ooh, look, this is a very profitable industry right now. 500 workers. This is running very smoothly.
Knockout. You win.
And you know what? Birdsong Timber Processing has just been bought out. This will now be WHR Timber Processing. If ya know, ya know. Because yes, you get to play too. Now, have your people cut them logs, boy. Wait, how come these have got the little, like, greenhouse tops? The little, like, sprayer tops, but this one don't. Appearance greenhouse, appearance field. Appearance greenhouse? Yeah? Yeah? Can we just... Palm trees. These are all beech trees, and this one just decided to be palm trees? Come on, beech trees, behave. Alright, who's complaining about traffic noise? Who's complaining about traffic noise? Travis Adams. Right. Level 3. Travis Adams. I specifically want to see Travis Adams. I want to see where he lives at. And why he's just waiting for a bus. I'm never going to select a single individual person out there. I don't care that much. All right. You know, this will be WHR Industries. our timber and paper processing. Hometown heroes. Right, these guys are, yeah, they're really being kept up with it. So we have our biomass pellet plant. And then let's sawdust storage yard. Sure. Now we can create medium tree plantations. They will go very well over here. We don't have the large tree sapling fields yet, though. We just need to generate more tree. Oh, look at that. They all already have water because I built water pipes before I found out that I needed water pipes. Like some form of genius. Like some form of forethought. What is this? I am a forethought. Let no one tell thee otherwise. I'm just gonna jump one right in here. Just to get that weird kink out of the line, so I got access to this space right here in case I need it for something, which I very well may. Forestry maintenance buildings, we will build those. We will definitely build those. And when you get to level 5 you can have a pulp mill. Be lovely for everyone, I suppose. I mean, we could put another workers' barracks down here, right? Increase the efficiency even further. Right, look, they are churning out these resources. We have enough workers for level 4 as well. Profitability fluctuates. But I feel like we're getting enough raw product. Yeah, and when the like they're still importing. Why are you importing product when the log yards are full, guys? Storage mode, fill or empty or balanced. Like even the sawdust piles. The sawdust piles are even filled. Behave. Can you come down here with it too? And that on there, which means we should be able to get some more saplings along that side. 2, 3, like that, and then we can extend the roads further up this way. We need to do that later. Water, I'm aware. I am aware. There you go. You now have water. Like, there's not a whole ton of it right here. feel like all the vehicles will be able to move, you know, pretty effectively around the zone. Alright, so we'll wait for that to catch its next level up, so we'll be able to build some maintenance facilities. That'll be nice. You know what, these large ones, we can make these alder trees. Alders. Just so there's like, I don't know, a bit of visual differentiation. Yeah, alright, we're looking good. We're looking good. Everybody loves a nice forestry industry. Bring this out just to future-proof ourselves. You know, we could even box this in right here. No, can't quite reach. There we go. That's better. There you go. There you go. That's good stuff. Is someone actually attempting to... Who robs a sawmill? Why are you trying to steal the wood, bro? Would you kindly not? Alright, yeah, so I'm gonna say that is a subcontract. WHR Industries has its own little policing unit. Alright, I think we need more paper out. Let's make ourselves another biomass pellet plant. Here. And then reconnect the power. Because good lord if I'm not constantly reconnecting power. And then all the way to the end for purely aesthetic reasons that I don't know. So I can put other stuff there later if I want to. Why not? This old birch street, which is funny because those are beech trees. The beach is over here. Shut up. Oh no, my fault, gang. My fault. Oh yeah, how are we doing on waste processing? I know that was a problem at one point. We are processing fully effectively. Nobody's houses are backing up with trash, I believe. You know, we probably do need to put a waste processing plant or like a waste transfer facility here somewhere here maybe. Solution 10, so you're not going on the side with all the nurseries, right? Just to so that all the individual, because these individual buildings do still create waste, so they can dump it to here. And then they will be able to dump it from the transfer facility back just by running over the highway, so it doesn't back up in here, like in the actual buildings, while it's waiting for like actual garbage trucks to come all the way out and then all the way back. makes sense to me. All right, let's do some residential zoning. People want to live here. People definitely want to live here. This whole area is super adorable. I actually really enjoyed the way that the road layout came together. Get the people out here. Get the water out here. This one up here. Alright, so we're all the way out to there right now. We go, people building houses. They want more residential zoning. They do, or industrial zoning. We can accommodate that, I feel. Let's create some more 2-lane industrial roads. Bring it out to like here. Here. Join it on there like this. We'll go up to here. Here. And we'll join it kind of on here. Gives us access to a lot more blocking. You could also come around that kind of that way and then connect it through here just for the sake of making it look nice and full. That gives us a lot more zoning now. We've got zoning all along the frontage of this road here as well. We came out here, curved a road down, and then joined it onto this one. No way that that wants to go, that's nice. There's a slight weird bulge in the road, but I'm kind of okay with it. It's industrial, it doesn't have to be the prettiest. Just looking to take advantage of as much of this remaining space as we can get. I feel like this is less than great as an idea. I want to use this little bit of space. Like, I want to kind of like get as much out of each like little piece of space as I can. We'll only zone on this side though. Alright, that gives us a lot more industrial area. We can also come off down here. Here and then create like a little boomerang shape. Like, I just really try not to obsess about like making everything a grid, because I think if you get into thinking like everything has to be like a perfectly formed grid, I think it just makes your cities end up looking so boring. Build up some more industry. Let's get them what they want. They can build as much industrial stuff as they want. Anywhere in this area. all the way down here. As long as you stay on this side of the road. Oh, then here, you can be up here as well. In here. I feel like that's probably okay. There's a little more space here we could use later. There's a fire. Why are you on fire, bro? That's okay. We're already here. Go, firefighters. You did it. Fire ain't so fire no more. Water up here. Tee it off at the top. Down here. Join on there. There's no advantage to doing that. I just like to do it because it looks nice. Right. And then we will cut. I'll tell you what, if we cut a line through here. Whatever, right? Like, one little square will harm nothing, ultimately. Water lines. Water lines. Man, Industry Park is very schmancy. An exchange student, perhaps coming to learn about the great industrial powerhouse that is Memorial Park. Alright. So that definitely chunked down our industrial demand. Now we have a big commercial demand. I'm trying to think where a good commercial district would be. Or like how to sort of increase commercial distribution. And I want to say, like, if we build up on this side here, that should work pretty good, I think. You know, and then I'm gonna zone this one block as, or a couple of these blocks as high density. Cool. Parks and plazas. Now you need a park down here, don't you guys? Entertainment 100, entertainment 100, entertainment 125, 150, or a park with trees. Given to understand parks typically had trees. This is sort of an implied understanding, but you know, one can very much go here. And then we'll just extend the road all the way up here to the end. Build tool. Like this. So everybody should be pretty stoked with that, I think, right? And tropical gardens, a little fishing island. Yeah, we'll put it out here so the fishing island can get smashed into by ferries. That'll be really funny. I think that would be cute to have, like, up here, but it requires coastline, and I built this retaining wall. So that isn't necessarily a thing. Floating cafe. Look, we can get it to where it goes directly under. Yeah, I'm just being silly. No, but recreationally, I think everybody's pretty well taken care of right now. Are there any more uniques we can build? A bronze cow. A bronze panda. Okay, and these are all the financial things. Treasure hunt. A countdown clock. What is all of this? The Brandenburg Gate. Statue of Liberty. Jam it in the bay. Yeah, boom. Should go perfectly right there. The Chirpex launch site. Panda Sanctuary. I'm obviously building a panda sanctuary. You know what? That will be... Well, see, but that's tourism. But like, to me, it logically makes sense that it would be in this like protected forestry area. Okay, maybe not right now, but we're building a panda sanctuary. Football stadium. All right, WHR Industries. Already up to level 4. Being generally profitable and Okay. So now, build an engineered wood plant. Is that road run all the way to the end? Okay, cool. Do that. So how are we doing on output? Still good. We're still not importing, so that's perfect. The large sapling fields. Small ones to fit here. Trees. But we could come this way with large sapling fields. If I were to start just a little way over, like, I think here will still allow me to build this road out around back. We can now build an engineered wood plant. One right there. So these create planed timber. They just produce more of it. Alright, it's gonna make level 5 here shortly. Paper. We can now also make forestry maintenance buildings. So we're going to put the main water. There you go. Soak it up, chumps. So we will put our maintenance building. You know, let's move the engineered wood plant. put this big ass maintenance building like right here. Increases the utilization rate and reduces waste. Should relocate you again. To where you have no water. Now you do. Now you can shush. Alright, things are going very, very acceptably over here. And when everything gets cooking, the profits are not nothing by any means. Industry is starting to build up over here. There's just this commercial demand we need to take care of. Which, like, maybe an expansion to Shady Heights? More big shopping centers? What if I were to bring this out here and then down here so it gives me access to kind of this block? Create an actual, like, block out of it. This can be more high density commercial. Why the heck not? There you go. Build your stores, build your empires, build your shrines to the money god. Your shrines to the gods of avarice. Not that I'm judging capitalism. That was all Industry Road. I've probably been doing that quite a bit. Nice. That's... I run into that problem when I do road layouts in the dark. You just can't see a damn thing. Okay, that's nicer. Where else have I done this? These are all the proper roads. These are all Industry Road. Some of these are Industry Roads, which, like, frankly, they actually could be, but... As long as I didn't do it in any residential areas. If you see things you think you see, you don't see those. Ignore those. And I feel like we could expand down here more. We probably do need to do. So make Fullerton larger. And you know, one thing there is I'm going to create a second way in there because I feel like this gets used too much, so that might help to reduce a little bit of that congestione. What am I going to do with this area right here? And what am I going to put in the center of this? What do we do for that? This is the biggest fucking tree we can get. There's just like a giga tree. It was just large enough to go right in the center there. Maybe some boulders. Small cave situation, perhaps a stable mesa. What about the shaft? How do we feel about the shaft? Just throw a big old stunner right in there. That actually looks a bit suspect when you see it from the side. Rocky areas and boulders and such like. Formations of rocks. That's a rather fetching rock formation right there. That might be one of the softest things I've ever said in my life. Alright, so we'll build up a formation of rocks. And we'll use some of the smaller rocks dotted around it. Create sort of a something of a circular formation of rocks. Surround that. What are these rocks? These rocks look nice. Bloody hell, they're enormous. It's a rather large selection of rocks, good sir. Shan't engage with that. Just drop an entire cliff chunk and just nuke the entire thing out of the way. Water structures. No, we don't need any of these. Vegetation is all like the lower level stuff. Content creator trees. Now that seems like something we can play with. It's all palms and stuff. What, palm trees? Larger trees, there we are. That's the kind of big tree business. Set them all the cardinal directions. Set them like back in here in the in-betweens. Maybe two there. Ones. Maybe some forms of shrubbery around the edges. And just shrub it in, you know? You ever just shrub it in? You ever just shrub one out? Forgot the trees on this side look kind of sickly because they're catching pollution from the waste processing plant. It's okay though. They're still mostly leafy. Really, it's all about the rocks. That if you look from dead above, let's observe this for a second. If you look from dead above, it almost forms a kind of circle of stones. You feel me? It's almost like they weren't naturally there, but they were placed there by the hands of some uninformed mad god with terrible aesthetic sense. It's not a coincidence. They're like that for a reason. It's like Stonehenge, but crap. Water. How long was it going to be before I even saw that? In my defense, I have not had an adult beverage, but I am mildly impaired. You feel me? So, I may be prone to miss the occasional glaringly obvious thing. Right, that's our little mega commercial block right there, and they're still hungry for more. The stores want places to set up in this town. All right, let's push out here. We're gonna come down to, I think, around about here, and we just curve an absolute banger right around there. Look at that. Look at that execution. Let's get some blocks going. Yeah, loving that like that. Hang that in there. Hang that in there. You know, for the sake of matching up the roads, those can go right there. And one more to go all the way through. Bit wonky, but they'll live. And every so often, we'll make these little cut-throughs, just so that not every piece of traffic has to come up here to go in between, you know? And then we will make some lower density commercial zones right here. And then, maybe not right there, but lower density residential zones. Like this, and this, and this, and some of those, and one of these. This is like the South Shady Heights. How am I going to deal with this airport district? Why has nobody picked up the trash yet? Also, we have reached the maximum size, which is a population of 36,000. So we can unlock one more area on the map. Now we can have a metropolitan airport and a cargo hub. Now we have a metropolitan airport of our very own. Oh my goodness, they filled out the industrial side of this very quickly. Having a thought though. Could create cargo airport separate. Like just using the normal airports. Blimp depot, please. Am I really going to make helicopters a type of public transport? That's ridiculous. Absurdity. Ah, that's right. We need a... So it needs roadside access. also enough room for the runway. Which right now we have nothing that really serves that idea. It'd be nice if they would let you place it first and then put the roadway down. I could do like that one place in Japan and didn't they build a airport runway like out over the water by just basically creating an artificial island? Which is really cool. Sort of a testament to human ingenuity. Yeah, let me see that demand keep falling because I have made sure that you have places to open your stores. Feel like that is our final tile. That is our 9th tile. Our last tile. I don't know what I will do with that island. I don't really know what I'm going to do with any of these islands so far. I feel like tourism is probably a pretty solid idea. You know, come to Los Cruz, and I could build like a little ferry terminal that you could take that'll go over to the islands, and you can go, you know, visit with... I think I need more harbors. Everybody's coming in. Ooh, these cruise ships, dog. I didn't realize we were such a big cruise destination. Water. Just like that. Alright, I think we've got like, I want to say like almost half the island built up. I think I definitely plan to play this series until not enough buyers for products. All our storages are full. Do we need more storages? Do we require a chip storage pile? Bloody power. Here you go, you still have electricity, calm down. Appears that we are overproducing, but I say that's a lie. I say we just need to keep producing more raw wood products until we reach level 5. Yeah, there we go. We're making like 7,000. Employing like 1,000 people. The CEO of WHR Industries must really know how to run a business. That's all I'm saying. Hey look, we won another basketball game. San Rico Eagles and the Santa Rico Spartans. Gotcha. Price, we're sat with 3 million and solidly in profit. This is going very, very well for us. Space already occupied? Oh, I need to move the goddamn metro station slightly. Do I? I do, because I don't really want to build any further up here. Come out just down like this. I'm gonna bring this out. Stop snapping. Outright. Cool. Sweet. Right. All the rejected tour concept crammed into one cost-efficient and revolutionary tour for old tastes. Ready-mix concrete. Dude. NSVT goes crazy for a toga party. That's what I'm learning. They go ham for a toga party. Hell yeah. How do we get that 5th star? We gotta get the campus attractiveness up, right? To 1800? Can that even be done? You know, I suppose campus attractiveness does go up. Man, look at all these things that the NSVT is already renowned for. You know what? For the sake of IT and engineering, take a $50,000 grant. I've got the city. The city has more than enough ability to provide that. Oh yeah, get those ambulances down there. Deal with the sick folks. You need a medical center all of your own. I just need to put like a doctor's office like on the corner right here. Nearest one is quite far away. Alright, introducing Fullerton General Hospital. Oh yeah, and the high capacity hospital too, which is neat and everything, but maybe not necessary for right there. A sauna. You know, we could put a sauna next to the hospital. Doesn't want to let me build anything on that side. Oh, that's because there's a crematorium right there. What if we moved you just slightly further over? Like there. Now can I put a sauna? I sure can. So it's like you go to, if you're sick, you can go to hospital. If the hospital doesn't make you feel better, you can steam yourself. Like you can parboil yourself before you get cooked. I feel like there's like a logical progression from the hospital to the sauna to the crematorium. It's like the hospital will try and deal with you, and if you need to be hotter, then you go to the sauna. If you need to be even hotter, you go to the crematorium. You feel me? Like it's like there's like a little production line for human bodies. Yeah, we're kind of creating like the Fullerton Health Campus here. And while we're there, why don't we look at, let's look at the distribution of Fullerton. A lot of children, less seniors. So I feel like a child care facility, child health care facility specifically. Would do well. Children's Health Center. We'll have to go across the road here. It's already an old people's home up here. That's what other little buildings. Can we fit the gym there? Not quite. What a community pool. Again, almost. Maybe we just put some stores here. Also fine. Yeah, so this is kind of like the... And then you know what we're going to do too? We're going to give him a basketball court. I thought it was under parks. Am I tripping? Where's... Oh, it's the city park. I would have sworn that was under parks and plazas. Actually, I'm tripping. Look at that. Okay. I know it's a thing you can do. Ah, yes, monument. The Castle of Lord Chirpwick, is it? Ultimate recycling plant. Bird and Bee Haven. The Cathedral of Plentitude. Oh boy, we can get very bougie with it. Science Center. So we could build the Expo Center, and then the Expo Center would let us build the space elevator. I'm just saying, we are at the level where we can start hitting monuments now. And I'll still only build up half the island. It's on fire. Awesome. Is there a fire engine right there coming on? It is. spooky. Spooky. From the campus fire services up here, which I'm glad I put there now. Turns out that was a sterling decision on my part. Alright, so then I think we're going to expand the Fullerton district just a little bit to encompass these couple of new blocks here. Just knock that back on that side. Knock that back. Road line. Sweet. I think we will set some more good old-fashioned residential. And we will maybe do like a commercial blob on the other side. Seems good. Seems good. Give me that square tool. Mink. Alright, great. Okay, that's looking good. That's looking good. Fullerton has been expanded a little bit, so we'll get some more adorable little apartment buildings get built up. Look at these. I love these. I know they're like super kitschy, but I dig it. I dig it. So South Pines is more like houses, and Fullerton is very much apartments. And it's got lots of dead and lots of sick people, which is awesome. And Fullerton General Hospital is very active, shall we say. It's almost, you know, I'm not going to make that observation, but I mean, certain types of developed areas imply certain socioeconomic conditions that then also kind of go hand in hand with like increased rates of sickness and death. It's like, so it's important as the all-seeing mayor that I'm able to provide the necessary services to ensure that you know, even in the less, you know, like the less sort of like desirable parts of town, that there is still I think you might need to get upgraded to an actual fire station from your little firehouse, because y'all are apparently, I mean, it's not that I wasn't aware that the increased risk of fires spreading was a thing. Oh no, there's still the fire station right up here. They should be okay. They should be they got all the fires out. No one's house is burned down. It's all right. Look, I've put up sound barriers and trees as much as I can. These are a little sickly because of the ground pollution that comes off of the waste processing complex by the airport, but it's okay. Somebody's committing crime in the airport. There is a police station attached to the airport. That is not a very wise decision. Also, will somebody get that? How is there garbage piling up when there is a waste transfer facility next door? Will somebody please go and pick up the garbage from the airport? There are 17 garbage trucks that are not currently in use. They'll get to it. Probably. They better. Are we doing WHR Industries? We're almost there. Keeping the thousands of profitability up, and we found some buyers for our exports, apparently. Still overproducing slightly, but you know, there's no importing going on. The wood chip storage is full, the log yard is full. Y'all have everything y'all need. That will all change once I build a paper plant, which is going to happen any minute now. Speed up the passage of time. Okay, it'll still be a minute. That should be early in the next episode, and then I'll build my paper plant right here. Or maybe I'll pull a road back up here and then around the edge, make a paper plant. Start really creating some paper, not just the biomass pellet facilities, but we'll get some actual paper going on. So all these trucks, forestry truck, delivering planed timber products to Best Parts. Yep, so they're bringing the wood in to the Best Parts over here. They're gonna make the best parts out of that wood. You know they are. You got abandoned. Bulldoze that shit. Yeah, get dozed. And we got the little office park in the middle there with all those dead ass trees. Business planning companies and architects. See, that feels like exactly where you would have an architect's office, because it, like, they're then going to be nearby to like all of the businesses that are going to supply the things that an architect is going to need, like, you know, concrete and aggregates and lumber, and even though they're now getting lumber from WHR, you know, regular deliveries, it's got to be a good thing. And then as there's more industrial demand, they keep building out on this side. Meeting that commercial demand is water. Meeting the commercial demand can be tricky. Meeting the water demand's apparently nigh on impossible, if you're me. There you go. Now you have water. Shush. Shush. Silence. Silence. Alright, so we built a little bit more area out here, more out here, and built up WHR Industries. So now, and the NSVT has been doing really well at basketball, and making us all very proud with their technological academic achievements. Things are looking good for the city of Los Cruz. For me, that will mark the end of this episode. If you were doing your work, I hope work was productive, everything went well, no major hitches. If you were studying, I hope the background noise helped you focus and you studied good, made good notes. If you were just chilling and relaxing, I hope you feel chill and relaxed. I hope it was a good time just hanging out, watching me clicking stuff. If you had some snacks, I hope they were delicious. If you had a drink, like me, I hope it was tasty. If you were over the age of majority in your geographical region and enjoying an adult beverage, I hope it was delicious and that you're feeling good. And until we sit down and play cozy games again, I hope life is good to you. I hope the times are I hope that the times are fine for you. I hope you have good existence. I wish you every victory in all of the things you do. And, you know, if you face any of those life challenges, just know that you can overcome anything with patience and dedication. And you've got this, whatever it is. If everything is going well, I hope you're enjoying that. Hope you remember to be thankful for that. If things ain't going so great, just remember, I believe in you. You got this. that will do it for today. So I will say, as I always do, if you're a new viewer and you made it all the way to the end of this episode, leave me a like, comment down below, subscribe if you want to see more of this and the other content that I bring you on this channel. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back and spending your time with me. You fill my heart with the warm fuzzy feelings and I love you. Other than that, there's nothing left for me to say except I have been Kade. This has been City Skylines on Kade Plays Kozy Games. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next time.